Welcome back to In the Shop. Today I've got my grandson here with me. He's helping me weld up some patches in the car. And yeah, so let's get at it. Why are you so scared? Nothing to be scared of. It's just sparks. You don't want to kind of look and see in the hole there. Let's see what the heck we got.
Oh, okay. So you got
Cuts through it like butter, doesn't it?
Oh, that was quick. No,
Yeah, a whole lot quicker than all that noisy stuff, huh?
no flames.
Just sparks shooting out, huh?
Yep, I saw no flames.
So you know how that works?
Yeah. I might be able to use that
Mr.
one.
Smarty Pants, how does it work?
So you put that little thing on. You put that little clampy thing. You put it on over here, and then
The ground. That's the ground wire.
yeah.
That's what completes the
Yeah, that, and then
electrical circuit.
so the ground wire, and then you use the plasma gun, and it took you a second to get it on, and then you just put it against the metal, and you go through the thing, and you push it out.
So you hit the button first and let the air start coming out. Then you push the button the rest of the way, and that ignites the arc, which all that is an electrical arc. It's the plasma from the arc that does the cutting, and the air blows through the metal as it superheats from the plasma arc. So you got your ground clamp,
You got your arc,
and then you got your arc, which is blowing through there,
and also
completing the
what makes
electrical
heat,
circuit.
What makes the heat?
It makes it hot, yes. Makes it very hot, very fast. And it cuts it out much faster than a saw or a grinder. So, now we got some base holes.
Now we make metal.
I
And
need
we
to
put,
flip this back to weld. Always check your setting on your helmet, that it's on weld when you're welding, cutting when you're cutting, and grind when you're grinding. Okay, because it changes the darkness.
So is that on weld?
And if you, I put it on weld, yeah, because we're going to be welding next.
Oh. I don't
Well,
know.
next use of this tool, we're going to be welding.
You'll be welding.
We're going to be welding.
I'll be watching. Okay?
You're going to learn how to tack weld. 2 days. All right.
Learn today and then do the next time we do it?
We'll see.
Okay.
But learning is doing. All right, so we got,
Metal to do.
go get the tape measure off the table. All right, so we've got a patch that is going to be, you always start with a piece bigger than your opening, okay? So we need one that's at least 5 inches by 3 inches. And then this one is going to be roughly 4 to 5 inches by 4 to 5 inches. And we have to put our rib in it, which means we will be using the press in a little bit with our press buck.
What's a press buck?
That's that wooden piece that we made to make these bins.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Right. And that right there might actually be weak enough. We may have to cut this out too.
But then you're going to have to find that exact bolt thing. Or can you just take the bolt out?
No problemo. Alright, so 5 by 4, is that what I said?
I think so.
Yeah. 5 by 3, 5 by 5. Hold that. Hold that. Hold on, don't go running off yet. We got to mark where our bins are, where we want them to be at. So we can put it back in the metal, right? And we still, I'm going to cut this off just a little bit more, because I don't like where that is. So we're going to do 6 by 4. So I like to, because we got to, yeah, so we're going to rotate this, push it down a little bit. And do our latch. Looks like it, doesn't it? Boom. Now it's locked again. And now it's out here where we can see clearly what we got. And you can see a whole lot easier what we're about to do. Okay?
Wait.
So we're going to cut this before we go in.
Since I can see it now. Yeah, right.
And it'll probably be time to eat lunch. Alright, so Okay. So look at the patch here and tell me where you think it needs to come out some more. Come around here.
Right.
We're fitting in good right here, and right here, and right here.
Right here.
Yeah. Is that the culprit or is it something else? So right there a little bit, and right here a little bit. That hole's just barely big enough to get my hand in and out. Alright, let's try it again. See where we gotta take any more off.
Still need a little bit. It looks good.
I'm gonna take it off of this side.
A little hot.
Yeah, been grinding on it. Abrasive wheels. So that looks pretty good here. I still need a little more off right here and a little more right there. Just like you pointed out. Yeah, so you should be able to see clearly right now, right?
Yeah.
And when I spark this welder here in a minute,
Good
it'll tint itself because that hood is automatic. That way I don't have to worry about you putting it up or down, and don't be messing with the knobs.
So, did you like tint it now?
We're about to. Make sure my bottle's on. My welder's set.
What if it doesn't do it?
It will. Have faith, young man. Have faith, young Padawan. Isn't that what they say in Star Wars?
Do you like make it tint now?
Trust me, as soon as I spark, it's going to tint, and you're going to have to be closer,
So it tints.
where you won't be able to see.
Is this close enough?
Yeah. Because you got to see what we're doing. So, we're going to get this in here. And they'll magnetized up over. Put several magnets on it. Hold it. Oops.
It looks like that's a heavy piece of metal.
No, it's awkward. Basically, I want it to be right on the money right here where these line up. Then I can spot them. Then we'll tap it around and get all the rest of the metal to fit right. Because the floor is not perfectly straight. Okay. So. On this welder, we got the gas turned on. See this wire?
Yeah.
We're putting that wire right on the point that we want to weld. And then you just pull the trigger for a few seconds.
Oh, yep, it tinted for a second.
It tinted just from that, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
But it doesn't stay tinted.
It will. Now we have that piece tacked in. We start moving it around.
Wait, that isn't tinted. It's not tinted.
Because you're too far away. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's tinted. Why don't you have your mask down?
Because I'm closing my eyes, I'm turning my head and stuff like that.
Yours doesn't auto intake.
I have one that does.
I thought that one would just automatically just have it.
What do you think? All nice and tacked in now. So, when you're welding these, this is how you do it. You tack them in around, and then you keep moving around, and you put a tack on top of the next tack, and the next one, the next one, the next one. But you never weld straight through, or you just burn through. And when you're tacking, if you burn through, you just let that cool off and come back to it, and tack some more. What do you think?
I don't think I want to do it today.
Oh, I think you're gonna do it.
Oh, it needs to be tightened again.
So take that knob right there on the back of your head and turn it.
It's right here.
Yeah. Turn it till it's tight.
See? It's not even here.
Alright, so come in close here so I can show you what we're doing. Alright, there's already dots everywhere, right? You can see them, right?
Yeah.
So you're just going to go right next to the dot and try to get on the line. Just like this, see? Get in there where you can see.
I see it.
You go, it's about that long. Then you go to the next dot. Put it right next to it. Then the next dot. Never more than a second, okay? See, look, when you get more than a second, see these holes right here?
Yeah.
It burns through like that. So you got to make sure you can see where the wire is through your mask. Okay? So, step in here. Alright, so put your hands around it, but don't hit the stinger or the button yet. Put this hand under that hand. Hold this one up here where you can grip the finger thing. Make sure you hit the button. Don't hit it.
Okay.
Wait for a minute. Alright, now pull it for a second. Again. Alright, hold on. Again. Do it again. Alright, do it again. Hold it now. Wait till I tell you.
Okay.
Do it again. Do it again. Again. You understand what we're doing?
Kinda.
So we're putting that wire right on that crack. So you need to have it where you can see the wire. Put this hand down here to support this, because you're kind of free-handed. So I'm going to control the end, and you're going to control the button. Whenever you're ready, you do what you think you need to do.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Yeah, hit the button. Can you see the weld there?
Yeah. It kind of hits the scan a little because it like hits the spark.
No, it doesn't. You got gloves on. Hey, do it again. Longer. A little bit longer this time. There you go. That's the right amount. Go ahead. Wait till I tell you though. Go ahead. Again. Longer. Longer. There you go. Do it again. If it helps, you can go 1001 or 1000 is probably enough. Ready?
Yeah.
Good. That gets you the length of time you need. Go ahead.
1,000.
Again. Longer. Go.
1,000.
Again.
1,000.
Again.
1,000.
Again.
Ow. Going through my shoe. Going through my shoe.
You got a little dingleberry on you?
Yeah.
Here. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Hurt. It hurt a little.
Well, step back. Unless you want to do some more.
I think I did enough for today.
Okay.
That was pretty fun. Will you tell which one is for the shop and which one's yours? Is that little sticker in the shop?
Well, that one's got a blue case. This one has a black case.
It's
That's how I tell.
But that one says in the shop, so that's how I know.
Yeah. All right, so folks, we're going to make a patch panel for this piece right here to weld on right here and be the backer of this fender here. Kind of goes in there. We're going to use a piece of cardboard so we can get our metal right. Let me see if I can get you in there where you can see. So we've got to come around here and up. And we'll have to make marks where our bends are right here, right here. Alright, let's set this back over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to start out, we're going to cut this kind of straight here where we can kind of start fitting it in. This is just a piece of cardstock. So we'll kind of fit it in there and see what we got to trim and where. I'm going to take the marker and mark a spot up in there, and it doesn't have to be exact. We just want to kind of get it to the general shape, and then we'll trim it to fit later. You see what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure my viewers can see. So what we're trying to do is fit this in here so we can fit this body line. Pretty close.
Just keep cutting until it fits.
Yeah, basically is it. Alright, so we got the general shape there of the back piece, the backer. Then we want to kind of press it in there with our fingers.
Oh, that fits pretty good.
Yeah, so now we're going to press it into this side so we know where the break point is. I always like to do dashed lines where it's a bend so that I know I'm not breaking it right there. And then I'm going to go on the back side here and mark this. And remember, we want this to be just a little big. If you want it to come back on, you have to tap the button up here.
You do.
Just once.
Okay.
There's a way to make the screen stay on, but I don't know how.
Okay.
Not right off the top of my head, I don't. You don't have to move it. I had it right where I wanted it. Alright, so that gives us our rough shape right there, how we need it to be. Remember, we always want our patch to be a little oversized and we can trim it to fit. Right?
Yep.
What's the turn? Oh, you're missing it. And remember, since we want it to be bigger, we're going to just cut outside of the line here quite a ways. This will just help us make it a little easier to finesse the cardboard. Alright, so as you can see, we've got a piece that fits down in here pretty nicely. So now we can go trace this on a piece of metal and cut it out. Alright, so we got our piece cut and bent over at the break and over at the shear. Our first initial fit in here.
Pretty nice.
Well, we got the right shape. We need a little bit more bend, and then we're probably going to have to do some trimming right here, and to get it to fit down in the hole.
Okay.
But the bend looks like it's in the right spot, so we need, looks like about 5 degrees more. So we're going to put about 5 degrees more bend in this, and it's footage that you wanted. There you go. So.
Oh, that's a little bit more, but
So this angle right here is what we're looking at. We're pretty close. When I get it fit right in there, we're pretty close to the angle, so we're spot on there. We just need to do some trimming. All right, so we're going to take a little bit off of this edge right here. All right, so we're going to start working our way in by trimming that off. Alright, so we got our piece back over here. And get the marker out because we're going to do some more whittling. We're going to take another 1/8 or so off of here. some more off of it. But
Oh, that's perfect.
it's getting there. So now we need to start getting our compound bend in. Yeah, it's kind of right there. So it kind of needs to come across this way, but also this way. So we need to get this trimmed off right here. Oh, I did that right around there. Alright, so we need to trim that little tab right here. We need to trim this right here so that we can bend this up to get this angle, and then we'll be able to fit it in here and cut this side off. Okay, so we put a double bend in here on those two lines, and now we need another one right in here going the opposite direction to make it lay down. But as you can see, we're fitting in here nicely and snugly. We're meeting our lines over here. Back. So you can see the line right here, this piece of metal here to that one. We're coming in line, so if I put some pressure on it, we're right there, in there. So we just need to work this corner. Tight, that line right there is tight, that one's tight, that one's tight. I mean, that's just a good fit. We got a little bit of a tweak in here. We need to tweak this end out just a hair. Let's go for the break real quick. We're just going to put that end in there, and since it needs to go out, we're just going to give it a light little push. Then back down in there and see if it fits right. Almost dead on.
Pretty good.
If I hold it right there with my finger, it's right there. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to tack in down here, 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 and here, and then move the fender, the inner fender down, and get it lined up exactly there and tack it, and then we'll do the same thing here. Wedge it out. So that piece is 100% ready. So we've got this thing whittled in there. Look good right here. Starting to look better there. Got a little more fitting to do right there. And then we can cut this piece off and get it fit in there, and it'll be ready to weld in. We need to trim the bottom though. Alright, so now we just need to mark the back and the bottom. And remember, we're going to do the same thing on the back here. We're going to just work our way to it.